Sup everybody, Jim's here with another video review for you, and today I've decided to use my phone camera just to see how it works out, and I've decided today to do a review of Transformers Prime Voyager, or what do you call these, Powersizers, StarScream. The Powersizers thing I don't get, but I'm just going to go with Voyager as it was forever known. But here we have StarScream, and I must say, this guy looks class. I mean, the size on this guy is amazing. The detail from, first glance, it looks incredible. Now, unfortunately, for all the positives, there are some negatives. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a review at all. The first negative is, if we look beneath the jet, the first thing is you'll notice his head. Unfortunately. The next unfortunate part is that you actually see his feet sticking out from the back of the jet. From the back of the, jet anyway. Which is unfortunate, but all the same, except for it sticking out here, for the most part, the jet looks well. I mean, I haven't seen a Transformers Prime jet like this. I mean, I've seen Megatron, and he looks, well, relatively decent, but with Starscream, he just looks class. And in comparison to the first edition Starscream, which I don't have, instead of the 3 missiles, more show accurate, we have the 1, which is far better. They just clip in beneath the wing, and we have 2 missiles, which is very show accurate, so that's great to know. For Starscream's color scheme, he has what I would presume to be this dark grayish looking color, and it's hard to pronounce. It's hard to say what it is, but I'm just going to say dark gray. We have some nice bright red, some nice pure blue, which I like the look of. We have this light gray, a silver-ish sort of nose cone, a purple cockpit, and yeah, that's about it. Oh, and for the feet, just for the record, we have a little bit of silver in some places. So yeah. Now, for overall in vehicle mode, this is a very good looking jet. It's very streamlined, it's actually quite show accurate, well, except for the feet, of course. But, I mean, now although some colours are missing, this is a very good toy already in vehicle mode. Now, let's just look at his Powersizer weapon. Now, beforehand, I have to inform the audience that there is an LED in this toy, but I have removed the batteries and changed something in the weapon, which therefore means that it can stay like that. However, if you do immediately get it, the first thing you'll encounter is if you let go of this back bit, it will spring back up. And whenever you push down on it, there will be a little red light inside. So, but thanks to my modification, it just sticks out, which is great to see. Now, there are at least 3 places on the vehicle mode where it can tab into place. The first is, using this little tab here, it can plug in the top. Of course, that doesn't look really great, but fortunately, there are 2 little pegs beneath both of the wings, so you can peg one into the left wing like that. I don't know if I take that out, or you could peg it into the opposite wing like that, which looks pretty good, I must say. Unfortunately, the landing gear don't roll. In fact, they're just tiny little plastic things, so no rolling there. But I mean, this is a jet, you expect it to fly, and if you ask me, if it could, this would pull it off. But let's get into the transformation. What do you say? So the first thing you need to do is remove the missiles. Now the first thing you really need to do is at the very back in the jet, you need to separate the little engine thing. So just being very careful that nothing breaks in the process. Now the first thing you need to do is There we go. So after separating it, there will be two little pegs that will connect it inside here, so just be sure they don't break. After disconnecting that, fold the entire thing down, disconnect the nose cone and fold it back, so that way the legs fold all the way down. Okay? Next thing you need to do, well, we might as well just do the legs anyway. You fold it around, fold up the little knee sort of thing, fold the little jet part here 180 degrees, fold the foot forward, and there we go. One foot down, one to go. So rotate the leg at the thigh, pull up the knee spike, rotate this around, and fold the foot forward. And there are the feet. Now, I just have to find a way to ensure I get a good angle for this, so if you could bear with me. There we go. So, now after doing that, the next thing you need to do is disconnect these two panels here. So very simply pull out and fold up. Disconnect and fold up, and then fold it up to the side of the wings. Next thing you need to do is push the wings up, like so. Then, what you next need to do is, taking the entire rear of the aircraft, including the tail, or the fin, just split it all in two and split apart. Next thing, take the head, spin it around, and fold back. Now this is where the tricky bit gets into place. The first thing you need to do is take this little bit of the arm, fold down, and push this bit down and around. Then, taking this little piece, just simply fold down, just trying to avoid his head at the same time, fold it down and tab into place, which will involve a little peg here and a little hole in there. So very simply, peg that into place. I'll do the opposite one and then I'll get on to the arms. So fold the arm down, push this little black piece in, and then spin the entire chest piece up and around and then peg it into place, like so. Now, after doing that, you need the arms. So what you want to do is fold this little piece up, fold out the arms, and fold this back in. Spin the arm around, push this little fin piece in, turn the hand around, push this up, fold out the arm, put it back down, spin the arm around, put in the fin, turn the hand, and for show accuracy for the final bit, we need the missiles. So there we are. And there we have StarScream. This guy, I must say, is incredibly cool looking in robot mode. Very, very sleek. Now the high heels for StarScream, they're still there, but at least it is well detailed. I will say that. So yeah, I'll let Hasbro off that this time. Now, for the most part, StarScream is incredibly skinny, and it's quite creepy looking. In all honesty, I'm not a very skinny guy, so yeah, because look, yeah. Call me ladies. sorry. But yeah. So anyway, there's StarScream. Very, very cool looking. Incredible good detail on the head. Unfortunately, his little crest is not painted red, but nothing to worry about there. While we're on the head, on the crest, and these little knee spikes, I need to point out that they are incredibly soft rubber, or incredibly soft plastic. They're much like rubber, but now they won't break easy, but I can see why Hasbro did this, so that way no child will be jabbing their eyes out, but, you know, it's a bit disappointing to see. Nonetheless, you know, it's small issues. And there we have StarScream. Now, pin the camera back down. For articulation, Starscream's head is double jointed. His head can go up and down, side to side. His neck is even on a pivot, which is great, so it can go back and forth, and you can get some really good head positions out of this guy. So it's great to see that. His arms, they go forward and back and out. They rotate 360 at this joint up here. They bend straight up at the elbow, which is quite impressive to see. They go back, well, they pretty much go straight down after that, but then the hands themselves they pivot a bit at the wrist. They're unfortunately blocked because of this little piece here, but you know, they still have a core bit of articulation there, and no waist articulation, but due to the transformation, this little bit goes, his crotch area goes back and forth. If you don't know what that means, kids, you'll learn in later years. But his legs do go forward and back. They are well hinged. They have a little ratcheted joint on them, which is great. They go in and out, but the top spike here, it keeps getting in the way. But they go in and out. They actually pivot quite a bit there, which is great to see. Up in here, they bend. It bends at the knee, and the foot pivots a little bit, which is good to see as well. So in total, a great amount of articulation, and you can actually get him into some great battle poses for stop motions. For example, you know, both of his missiles ready to fire. You know, he is ready to serve Lord Megatron. I am most humbly honoured to serve beside you once more, my liege. But I must say, you can get some great articulation out of this guy, which is great to see. Now, back to his Powersizer weapon. Now you're going to need to take his missile out, but I'm just experimenting. He can hold it in his hand, but it doesn't really look great, so you can peg it into his arm. But the other good bit to see is that the little weapon has a hole in it, so you could actually peg in the missile, you know, just to see how A, it works out, and B, it actually does look a little bit like that on the TV show. So, yeah. Now, personally, I think it looks incredibly huge. I wish Hasbro had just developed a means of just, you know, converting it into the arm. I mean, on the TV show, Starscream's gun is just a tiny wee thing that extends out of his arm. We don't need this huge hulky thing attaching onto his arm, but I must say, I am fairly impressed with it, so I will let him off. So, this is almost my review of Starscream complete. And just for the sake of things, you know, oops, yeah, that is one little thing that I just want to comment on. A cool Transformer reviewer called MGO316 or MGO316 or whatever, or he just simply refers to himself as MGO, was actually reviewing this guy, and he did comment that the little piece here, the crotch area, that actually folds down. Sorry, just sounds, the word sounds funny anyway, but whenever it folds down, it has nowhere to peg into place, which is unfortunate. But for mine, it does seem to have a little bit of a ratcheted approach in, so it is good to see that. And besides, thanks to the extra footing on it, you see, that's stability for you, which is great to see. So, yeah. And so, this is my review of Transformers Prime Voyager Starscream Complete. Where I live, this guy cost me about £25. If you happen to see him, I would highly recommend that you pick him up. He's great value for money, he has plenty of playability, a hell of a lot of screen accuracy, although some wee details are missing, but he is a great character for money. So, do I recommend him? Oh yeah. Now, before this review ends, I would like to take just about 10 seconds to remember a YouTuber in the Transformers community known as Rimfire. He was called Michael Tyler. I never knew the guy, but you know, he did make great stuff. Transformers videos. Like, sadly, he recently has passed away, and I would like to take 10 seconds just to, you know, remember him. You will be missed, Michael. And that is this review complete. Okay, this is Knight Slash 2020 Junior. Subscribe to my channel for videos and more. Like me on Facebook by searching for Knight Slash 2020 Junior. Have a nice day. See you all around. Rest in peace, Michael. And thank you very much, guys, for helping me recently reach 100,000 total upload views. Thank you very much, guys. And that's it for now. So, bye.